Last time on Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright.
I try.
Oh.
Huh?
Fly?
Yeah,
I try.
is try.
Fly, try.
I think try or I don't think it's fly.
I could float.
Oh, it was
okay,
fly.
it was
okay.
fly.
I could.
What?
Oh, what?
That wasn't me. that just happened.
What?
Well,
Luke, I do believe I've seen enough here for today. Let's go back home.
Professor, whatever you do, don't look up.
it would freeze, actually.
I see. So, there are collectors of puzzles in this place, too.
I shall have to steal all of them.
Perfect.
Sounds like my kind of town. Statues look much bigger when you get closer.
I mean, yeah, that's just
Everything looks bigger
that
when
is
it
how
gets
space
closer.
works. Once a person of perspicacity has fulfilled the challenge.
Perspicacity? I'm sorry, what? I didn't know we'd need a dictionary.
Did somebody say dictionary?
The door will be open, and Pete will learn what words mean.
Perspicacity is not a
I have
commonly used
not
word.
heard
No,
that
it's
word.
not. I don't actually know what it means. I'm just giving you the business.
Finding
Oh, it's like the Baldur's Gate equivalent, but instead of the dark urge, it's the puzzle urge, where during dialogue, Professor Layton has the irrepressible urge to ask about a puzzle.
He just wakes up and he just finds puzzles everywhere all around him. He has no idea how he got like this.
Oh no, it's happened again. Somebody stop me before I commit more monstrous act. Perhaps it's not really that big of a deal, it's just puzzle. No,
You don't know what I
You
had
don't
to do to
understand.
get these puzzles.
someone's glued the jigsaw together.
Oh, God.
Oh, that'd be awful.
Someone's glued the Lego together.
I've glued this Rubik's Cube to my hand! Well, if we interpret it at face value, it would suggest that we are currently seeing their untrue form.
This is not
And
even
if the-
my untrue form.
And if this is their untrue form, then it can by definition not be their true form because they are presently residing in their untrue form. So in order to find their true form, we must cease to have them be in their untrue form, if I'm being perfectly clear.
And breathe.
Good day, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Disillusion Plays Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, where we play the games and do the voices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Pete.
I'm Sarah.
And I'm Taylor.
Nice. And just before we hop on in, don't forget that if you do find yourself enjoying this video, not plural, sorry, please do us a favor and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and ring the bell. Yeah. And with that, let's hop on in to whatever the heck happened last time.
Muffet flew off into the sunset, and we wound up unlocking the secret door back there after we mistakenly assumed it was the stuff up there.
Yes, we did. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
After spending ages trying to click on these windows that you can't click on.
Not bitter at all.
Oh well. So, shall we head on down into the dungeon?
I guess.
Assuming that we're not just going to, assuming that we will be able to return from here later, and it's not just like,
Wow.
nope.
Just Riddle slowly is like, got you.
It's Riddell, Taylor. It's Riddell in this playthrough, my sir.
No.
Remember, we can't call a riddle mystery. It's just ridiculous. This place.
Ridiculous.
This place appears to be some sort of historic site.
Oh, good. There's a fire demon in the
Ah,
background.
yes. That's
Yeah.
always a good sign.
It's amazing to think a place like this could exist under the library.
I wonder when it dates from. That mural.
Oh, you noticed it too.
Can't be.
Oh, it's a dragon.
He said
A
wagon.
dragon. Oh, I see. Because it kind of looked like a head here, didn't it?
A
at
face,
first?
yeah.
Yes, I saw it as well. Aha. But first, more importantly,
Hey, coins!
but first we've got to collect all of the gold coins around the room. So, there's
Whoop.
another. And,
Ow, my fingers.
and ow.
Ow.
Oh, goodness.
No regrets, Luke.
Right. So, do we talk to Riddell?
We have a look.
Let's look at the mural.
A dragon breathes fire, setting the town ablaze.
Oh, there's a lot of dead people as well. Lovely. Sleeping people, obviously.
Sleeping.
Just
Permanently sleeping.
There is a
Sleeping in the flames.
There is a woman in the mural. The dragon's master, perhaps?
Why is a nasty mural like this in a secret room beneath the Great Archive?
Because they don't want people to see it. Surely. Okay.
Thank you, Espella.
Thank you for your contribution.
The ceiling around here caved in.
The walls may have gone brittle too. It may be dangerous to stay here too long.
I hope this cellar isn't going to collapse.
Game ends with them being buried in the rubble.
Alrighty, and I guess there's this
Stone,
thing.
yeah.
Something is written here, but the letters are too worn away by time to be legible.
These letters have a funny shape. Maybe it's some ancient script.
I'm not sure. I am intrigued. If we could only know what is written here.
I am not familiar with this script either. I'm sorry that I cannot help.
Well, I guess we'll have to speak to Riddell Mystery.
This wall painting is a bit scary, isn't it? A monster attacking a burning town.
There's also a woman hurling fire. I suppose she must be a witch? That woman is the Great Witch, Miss Mystère. This certainly doesn't bode well. A painting of the Great Witch here. Do you know anything about the witch in this painting?
That looks like Espella's cat as well.
What does?
There's a shape that looks like a cat sat on the shoulder, like, cause it's kind of like the face, well, on top of the dragon. It's a cat.
Oh, what? Like here?
It looks like a cat with a neck scarf. But Espella's cat.
Oh,
looks a bit
you know
like that.
what? I can kind of see that. I'm not sure if it's that or if it's a wing, but yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like, I guess. Yeah, and then the little tail here.
Yeah. Unless it's just me.
No,
like looking for shapes.
that's interesting that you noticed that. You don't know of the Great Witch? But how can that be possible for a man of your learning? Well, that's...
Sick in school that day.
Never mind. I suppose you must have your reasons. I don't wish to pry. I appreciate that. Would you mind perhaps telling us a bit about this witch? A bit about this witch? I see what you mean, Taylor, about the dialogue just slowly revealing it.
It's like,
And it's annoying because if I press like A or something to advance it, sometimes if there's not much dialogue, I'll accidentally skip the text.
Yeah.
It's like,
We can't read it again.
The woman in this painting is the Great Witch Bizella, which does not
Bizella,
which does not
Espella.
rhyme with Espella. Bizella. And this painting depicts the infamous legendary fire that she caused. The legendary fire?
there's the Dark Souls noise again.
She is the witch in charge of all witches, whose very existence poses the greatest threat known to Labyrinthia. The Great Witch Bizella cannot be considered the same as other witches. She is the root of all Labyrinthea's woes. Yeah, I definitely see the cat now. The Great Witch Bizella.
Espella.
I feel like we've heard a name like that before. What do you mean by the root of all What do you mean by the root of all Labyrinthia's woes? The reason for all of Labyrinthia's suffering at the hands of witches lies in the very existence of the Great Witch Bizella. Would you mind elaborating? The Great Witch Bizella is the source of all the other witches, like vampires. Wait, they just bite people and then they become witches as well.
I was
You have
assuming
to...
that she was, she was just getting busy and producing the witches
Oh,
the good old-fashioned
now.
way.
Taylor, oh my god.
Down, boy.
You're so horny. Bad. As long as she exists, there will be no end to other witches. While the Great Witch Bizella is with us, the townspeople will forever live in fear under the shadow of witches.
So you mean that if there were no Great Witch, there would be peace?
No Great Witch? That's easy enough to say. But while all of the knights have been searching for Bizella, nobody has ever been able to find her. There are very few clues, and no one has ever seen her in person. Oh, if only there was some great mastermind or detective of some kind who could potentially solve the greatest mystery known to Labyrinthia. Oh, 'tis but a dream to think of such a person. Nevertheless, the great witch Espella is undoubtedly present in Labyrinthia.
You don't mean indubitably.
Not this time. It wasn't Layton saying it. How can you be so certain? Because her deep claw marks can still be seen throughout the town. If only you know where to look, I guess, because I didn't notice anything like that.
No.
Claw marks?
You must all have seen them too. The traces of that fire when you entered this library. Ah, yes. There was a part of this building that had suffered noticeable damage. Espella is a fearful witch who has all other witches doing her bidding. Long ago, this town was reduced to ashes as a result of her fiery magic.
Reduced to ashes?
That must have been, let me see, 100 or so years ago? It was on the evening of the fire festival.
Well, I mean, you play with fire, guys. You're gonna get burned.
You're gonna get boiled.
We had the Great Fire Festival where we managed to light every flammable item in town. And then it just jumped to everything else. And then it caused everything to light on fire. But we're going to blame the witch.
It was on the evening of the fire festival, held every year in honor of the great witch Espella. The great witch's fury was unleashed without warning as the entire town burned. That's terrible. That was the legendary fire. Every person in this town knows about it. The legendary fire. The legendary fire.
Oh, now he's stuck on repeat again.
The legendary fire.
It's because of going back and forth between these two voices that they end up sounding kind of similar, and it's annoying me. The rebuilding of the town was a long and arduous process. And all the while, Espella must have been watching and laughing from the shadows.
That's awful.
Even now, the legend of long ago continues to cause real suffering amongst the townsfolk. To think that a painting of that fearful witch could be right here in the basement of my beloved library. What is it doing here, of all places? There's nothing for it. I'll just have to have this room sealed shut. Please, let's keep the existence of this room strictly between ourselves, for the good of the people. As for me, I shall do my best to forget all about this hidden room. I'm afraid I'd rather not remain in here a minute longer. It's time I started closing up the library for the day. Well, I suppose we're not going to bother trying to read that plaque then, are we?
No.
Darn, I suppose it could be very important. Fiddlesticks. Boulder Dash. Sorry.
I'm all right, Professor.
I'm just amused at the older sort of, like...
I can't help but feel we've done something wrong.
Luke, do you recall the words towards the end of that message?
Do you mean, until then I will wait?
That's right. When we opened this door, or rather, when we were guided towards opening this door, I could sense someone else's will at work. It's almost as if our following Carmine and coming along to this library were preordained. Had all been planned out in advance. Advance?
Surely you don't mean that we were beckoned here by the great witch Espella?
No. Although maybe.
Espella.
Is something the matter? Are you feeling all right, Espella?
Yes, I'm fine, really.
Espella's having the war flashbacks there.
Like, not suspicious
I'm fine,
at all.
really. Are you sure? Yes, I'm fine.
My skin! Espella? Yes? What is it? It's just that, well, you've been so quiet. Oh, it's nothing. It's just that this room, it's a little chilly, don't you think? The atmosphere is a bit sinister. Not to mention that scary picture. Maybe it's about time we made a move from here.
Yes, indeed. Those words at the end of the message. Those words at the end of the message. I will wait. What if we weren't meant to be the ones being called here? Suspicious. Oh, doubly. The L. So, Carmine. Carmine had been investigating the Great Archive to investigate one of Labyrinthia's secrets, that secret being the ancient remains found hidden in a room beneath the library. Who would have thought that the secret Carmine was after was the mural of the great witch Espella under the library? And then, hidden beneath the Great Archive were ancient remains in which was enshrined an ominous wall painting depicting the town being consumed by fire. When was this painting created and by whom? Was it by chance that we found this wall painting? Or were we in fact led to it by someone?
Dun dun dun.
A good question indeed.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh look, we're out now and it's all nice and happy.
Whew! It's much more relaxing here, isn't it? It felt so intense and claustrophobic down there. Yes, it certainly did. Today has been full of surprises. Not only did I meet up with you two again, we also found that mural in the library.
And don't forget those peculiar bakery people. Those bakers.
Yeah.
They were very strange.
Oh, they're okay, really. It seems that this town really does hold a mysterious secret, doesn't it? What should we do now?
I'd certainly like to learn more about this magic. We've been in here for quite some time. It must be getting late. It's probably best if we wind up our investigating for today and take a rest. You must both be feeling tired.
Yes, I suppose you're right. I'd be happy to do a little more investigating with you two. But I have an errand to run before it gets too late.
Now don't go setting anybody on fire. I'm only joking, of
Why
course.
would you say that, Mr. Layton?
It's just a figure of speech where I come from.
So are we going to guess that Espella is Espella with lost memory, or is Espella the twin sister of Espella or something like that?
Maybe.
Who knows?
Maybe.
Did I just accidentally skip dialogue for you,
No,
Sarah?
no.
Oh, I saw you like sort of deflate when I advanced the text. I was like, oh no.
No.
I'm still up for
Ingestivating.
I guess I'm not.
There it is again. Hey! Hey!
Well, I guess after I was going to say I'm up for investigating further, but I guess I am a little bit tired.
Oh dear. Oh dear, Luke.
I'm still up for investigating further. Whatever the puzzle, I'm ready to solve it. Oh.
That was a noise.
Luke, I can hear your tummy rumbling from the air just now. Well, I can't pretend I'm not a little hungry. If you haven't arranged accommodation yet, why don't you both stay at the bakery? There is a room free, so I'm sure it'll be all right.
I didn't see any other rooms on that diorama. It looked like there was a downstairs and an upstairs, and that was it. So where's Nick and Maya sleeping? Just like on the flour bags in the back.
Yeah.
To be honest, this is actually more comfortable than my normal apartment.
And Maya's like, it beats staying under a waterfall, that's for sure.
Yeah. And Mrs. Eclair would love to have you. What do you say?
Oh, I do hope that dear isn't off going inviting more vagabonds into my home. We had a talk about this just last week.
Well, if you put it like that, we'd be delighted to stay. Thank you, Espella.
And there's all that delicious bread too. I'm looking forward to it already.
Sorry for a second. Professor Layton, do you have to be going? Well, yeah, I'm afraid I'm not the man that I once was. I'm afraid I have aged somewhat these days. So if you are asking me to stay the night, I'm afraid I will have to respectfully decline.
Unfortunately, the only thing that stays upright these days is my top hat.
It's my hat.
Oh, dear.
Yes. Sorry for all the trouble we put you to. Not at all. Although, I still can't get used to there being a secret room under the library.
I thought you were going to forget about that.
But I am going to fill it full of concrete, so don't worry. It's been a while since I last met someone capable of solving my puzzles. Honestly, I find it quite attractive. And as I promised, you have my permission to borrow the Grand Grimoire. If you have any need for it in the future, please do drop by and let me know. Thank you very much, Miss Mystere. It's been a pleasure. Oh, there is just one more thing. I have all of Labyrinthia's puzzles stored here in this library. As you continue with your investigations here in Labyrinthia, there will likely be puzzles that you cannot solve. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute.
Hang on, what are you trying to say?
Yeah, there will likely be puzzles that you cannot solve or which you do not find. I'm sorry, Miss.
Clearly, she underestimates our power.
Clearly, you've obviously never met the great Professor Layton, the great Herschel Layton. Such puzzles will come to me, like they're called to me in the night. Anytime you wish to solve such puzzles, just visit me and I will show them to you.
Like, Layton is literally shaking. Like, he's beyond shaking.
Puzzles that we cannot solve or do not find, you say? Impossible. Then I look forward to seeing you again, although I don't think that we'll be meeting many times in the near future, because I will be solving them all. I'll be waiting. Well, you'll be waiting a long time. Please take care on your way home. It's already become dark out there. And I remember that the guards were trying to chase you, so be careful. And if I remember rightly, the storyteller's latest story did mention the evening.
Oh, I forgot about that.
You take care too. Until we meet again, Miss Mystere. Oh dear.
Now I'm curious if we have missed any puzzles.
Yeah.
Well, we'll come back later, perhaps.
Wow, it's already dark. This dark out here.
Oh, it must be 3 p.m. over there in London way.
Wow, it's already this dark out here. I didn't realise we were in there so long.
It looks as if it must have been raining up until a moment ago. The ground is still wet. Be careful you don't trip, Luke.
Yes, and that reminds me of what Mrs. Eclair was saying before we left. She said, "You might want to hurry. It looks like it might rain at any time." Let's get a move on. You too, Espella. Hey, where is she?
That's strange. She's not here.
I wonder where she could have gone.
Perhaps she's still in the Great Archive.
Oh, it's Dewey.
Huh? Oh, slowly does it, step by step. Are you two still here? Can you let me through? I have to look up.
Oh, hello, Dewey. Have you seen Espella?
If you're looking for Espella, she left while you were still talking to Miss Mystere.
Talking or flirting?
Hey? I wonder why.
She said something about having to buy some milk, even though it was still raining.
Ah, yes. I do remember Mrs. Eclair asking her to get some milk for the bakery.
It was raining, you said?
Yes, it started raining about the same time you all went down into that library basement.
Have you been carrying those books out in the rain this whole time?
That's
Have
gonna
you
be very
ruined?
damaged.
No.
Have you ruined that entire stack of books?
When Espella left just now, it did look as if the rain was about to stop. Ah, yes, she left a message for you. She said to go back without her.
That's awfully convenient.
But she didn't have to go alone, especially in the dark.
I'm sure she'll be fine. If it's only milk she needs, then she can get it at the market. It's not far, so she should should be back soon. If anything, I'd be more worried about you two being the ones in danger. You know, in the story, it said there were 2 companions, although they said young. So, only one of you.
2 companions? Again, like Maya and Luke?
Mm-hmm.
Companions?
If your work here is finished, then I suggest you both go home. I don't want to get caught up in anything.
Luke, why don't we head back to the bakery and wait for Espella there?
Oh, I suppose so. I guess she'll be all right. Right?
Editor's note.
Okie dokie. So, I guess we're gonna do a move. And so, oopsie. I was waiting for the top bit to appear. Yeah, we found the hint coins, and there are no hidden puzzles.
Nice.
See, I'm pretty sure we've sorted all of these. We've got all of the hidden bits and bobs
Yeah.
as we've been checking everything. So I'm just gonna go through here. Yeah. Let's head on back
So
up.
far, so good.
I like that they've added the. I like that they've changed the map. They've got like a nighttime version of the map as well.
Yeah, yeah.
It's cute.
It is cute.
Right. Okay. Back to the bakery.
Yos.
Professor, I smell freshly break.
My God! Luke, come on, put your teeth in.
Are you all right, little Luke? Little Luke? Are you all right, Luke?
Oh, it's an improvement on small boy.
Well, I feel like
Small child assistant.
I feel
sorry.
like I've learned your name by now.
Oh, it's a shame I can't learn my lines.
Oopsie. They're right on screen and everything.
I know. Oh, if only I could read.
It's like me.
Professor,
It's that British education.
Oof.
What are you trying to say? Are you saying I'm a Luddite?
Professor, I smell freshly baked bread. I wonder if that could be Mrs. Eclair's work. Let's go inside.
Yes, we could. Although, we could also take a walk around the town at night.
Didn't they just say that was dangerous, Professor?
If there's nothing else you'd particularly like to see, perhaps we should head back in. I mean, oh, he looks sad.
Oh, it's you two.
Oh, is that a 3D fellow over there?
Oh my goodness, he's
They're
actually
not
doing
all-
something.
Oh, there's a guy humping the air.
Ah,
And then there's a 3D guy.
he's having a stretch.
There we go. There's a butcher next to the fishmonger. It's still open. Yep.
Extended opening hours. That's convenient. Do you think they'll take pounds and pennies?
I think we've all got a bit hungry. We seem to be noticing only food. Is there anything else important? I mean, I guess there's this guy.
Petter.
Yes.
Evening, gents. Isn't Espella with you?
Do you know Espella?
Do I know her? There isn't a person in this town who doesn't know Espella.
I didn't realise she was so famous.
I've known some ignorant people, but you two really do take the biscuit. If you knew her better, then I doubt you'd be spending so much time with her.
What's that supposed to mean? Espella is a lovely person. I don't know how you can say that.
Personally, I don't enjoy talking about her in that way either.
All right.
Oh, not going to elaborate then.
Oh, phosphorescent anglerfish.
Goodness me, Luke. I'm surprised you know that word.
I'm surprised how you could even say it. I can say that, but I can't say below.
And there would be octopus over, and that would be octopus over there. It looks belligerent and ready to spray the potential buyer with ink.
They've sold out of most of their products today.
All right, I guess we'll hop on in. Because we've already looked at stuff around town.
Yes. Oh, there she is.
Aha! Welcome back. I've prepared the evening meal already.
Wow, it looks great.
Hang on. Where's Espella?
I'm afraid we were separated when she went to get that milk. Has she not come back yet?
Oh dear. Maybe I was asking too much of her.
My apologies. I should have stopped her had I had the chance.
It's nothing you need to worry about, Mr. Layton. That girl knows her way around. I'm sure she'll be back soon. Let's go ahead and eat while waiting for her.
Yes, nothing dangerous could have happened at all.
Yep.
I love it when we all get to eat together. Meals are so much more enjoyable that way.
I've never had bread and jam that tasted this good before.
I hope Espella gets back soon.
Oh yeah, you guys went to the Great Archive with her, didn't you?
Did you find what you were looking for?
Well, in a manner of speaking, it's a bit of a mystery, really.
What do you mean?
In truth, we went there to investigate the mystery that is Labyrinthia. However, what we found instead was quite the puzzle.
Oh, right. Puzzle, huh?
Why did you say it like that? It's not a euphemism. It was a literal puzzle. And we solved it.
You know, I get the impression puzzles are really popular in this town. Pretty popular.
Do you think, Maya?
Do you not know what a puzzle is, Nick? Not that I know exactly.
Are you both a bit thick or something?
No,
Objection!
we're just not from around here,
But
okay?
like puzzles, though. I mean, everyone knows what a puzzle is.
Well, we spend all our time baking. It's not really the kind of thing we're supposed to know about, I guess.
Unless it's like fractured
Indeed.
memories, because like them solving a case is kind of like a puzzle.
Maybe.
And he's kind of like,
No, we
puzzle.
make it a puzzle because we're so stupid.
Give us some credit, Taylor.
I don't know.
We try.
We are pretty stupid.
Well, we try.
We try and fail a lot.
Attempts are made.
Indeed. It appears the two of you are a little unsure about the concept of puzzles. Allow
no.
me to elucidate.
Say, Mr. Layton, do you think you could give us a little Puzzles 101 crash course? I'm kind of curious.
It would be my pleasure, Miss Fey. But rather than explaining it in words...
The lament configuration!
I believe actually trying your hand at a puzzle would be far more rewarding.
It's
Here.
like he gives them a Sudoku puzzle that's like
Oh.
500 boxes or
Jesus.
something.
I'll give you both an example to think about. Now then, here we have two long loaves of bread placed side by side. You'll notice that they form the number 11. Do you see what I mean?
Oh yeah, I get it. So that's what a puzzle is.
Not quite, Miss Fey. The puzzle is what follows next. What I'd like you to try is... I'd like you to see if you can change this into a number lower than 11.
A lower number? So how about if I take one of the loaves?
However, the one condition is that you must add another loaf of exactly the same type.
You can make 3.
You need to add another loaf? Even though we add a loaf, the number has to be lower? Oh, I think I'm beginning to see what you mean by puzzle.
You mean complete nonsense, right?
Wait! I think I've got it! I may just be a baker, but I bet I have the right answer.
It's an H!
H. If I place the extra loaf sideways like this, then 1 minus 1 equals 0.
Oh, give me a break, Nick. That's totally the letter H. We're trying to solve a puzzle here, not win a spelling bee.
Oh, come on. I can't be the only one that sees 1 minus 1, right? Right?
Turning it into a matter of arithmetic is certainly an interesting approach.
You, think so?
No, Most certainly. That's precisely the kind of flexible thinking needed for solving puzzles. Now, let's think again, because you are actually wrong.
Take a seat and leave this to a pro, Nick. How about this? You just take this new loaf and ta-da! Now that's 1 minus 1.
Oh dear.
Hey! Eating is cheating!
Really? Because it feels more like winning to me.
You're full of surprises, Miss Fey. I didn't expect that kind of innovation.
I solved the puzzle and enjoyed the bread. Win-win, baby!
But didn't Mr. Layton tell us at the start that we need to add another loaf of the exact same type?
Huh?
So slow.
Seriously?
That's right. Unfortunately. I'm afraid I can't accept this as a solution to the puzzle.
Well, all right, but is there really another better solution?
Well, what do you think? Can either of you can either of you think of a different solution?
I'm drawing a blank. I guess this kind of thing just isn't for me.
You both came up with such creative answers. I'm sure you'll be solving puzzles in no time. But now, it's time for the solution. How bullcrap do we think this is going to be?
Very, probably.
Or it'll either be really obvious or really like, what? The important thing in this puzzle solution is the angle of the loaf that is added. If the new loaf
Oh, do you make it like a
placed,
4? No.
Oh!
if
I
the
don't
new
know.
loaf
Yes,
is-
you could make it a 4. Yes, very good, Sarah.
Well,
I'm not sure.
if
I
the
could be
new
wrong.
loaf is placed upright like so, 1.1.
What?
Oh, okay. All right, not what I was expecting. Yeah.
Yep. So bullcrap. A little bit.
Oh, I get it. It's the number 1.1, right?
No, okay, but if you put the loaf across the middle and then move the one on the right-hand side down a little bit,
See, yeah,
you could make a 4.
he didn't specifically say you couldn't move the loaves, did he? He was just like,
No.
you have to add one, and that's it. He didn't say you can't then rearrange the others. But I guess that was an unspoken rule.
Hey, that's right. That's a lot lower than 11. And he didn't say decimals counted.
Exactly. When solving puzzles, there is never just one correct method. It's essential to think flexibly and try as many means to solve it. Sometimes critical thinking is the key to success.
Right. I see what you mean, and that's why the three of us are boned. These puzzles are really something else.
Well, if I see another puzzle like this, I'd still rather eat my way into the solution. Rather, oh God, I can't talk.
It's okay, Sarah. You are doing just fine.
You know, I don't think I'm cut out for brain-busting bread puzzles like this. I'll stick with good old regular bread, thanks.
That's because we're ace bakers. I guess we're better suited to using our hands than our heads. Whoa,
Is
now,
that
Maya.
Is that so? In truth, I can't help but feel you're both a little out of place as bakers. If you'll pardon my saying so, it might be something to do with the three-piece suit. And the sort of strange spiritual garb. There's something about it that just suggests you may not be bakers.
I don't think it's a three-piece suit because he doesn't have a waistcoat on.
Oh, my
No,
sorry.
he has that later.
I'm a dum-dum. It's that two-piece suit, sorry. Naturally, I won't force puzzles upon you. But if either of you should be interested, I would heartily recommend giving puzzle solving a try. Or you could just let me do them. Please.
Don't fall into his trap. That's how you get addicted in the first place. Professor, right now there's something else we all need to try. Mrs. Eclair's freshly baked bread is getting cold.
She's just there to one side. She's got like the glowing eyes and the sweat pouring down her face like, are you not eating my bread? I've baked it all specially.
And you know what they say, fill up on bread.
I'm sure it tastes better hot.
Oh dear, so it is. You know how I can get when it comes to puzzles.
I know, that's why you're in rehab.
Well, young man, I must say it's a pleasure to have someone show such appreciation for my baking.
When it comes to your bread, Mrs. Eclair, there's no limit to how much I could eat.
Well, I'm sure we could find one. Huh.
What?
Luke!
Oh,
Oh, that's a face. You shouldn't have said that.
Oh my.
Why is Patty so scary?
My, aren't you a darling? Well then, in that case, I suppose I'll just have to bring out my special reserve.
Uh-oh.
Hold on a moment, I'll just go and fetch it.
Right. I think it's time I started preparing tomorrow's bread.
Oh, yeah, me too. I'm sure it must be that time already.
Run!
I'm not quite sure what's going on here.
Was it something I said?
They're overcome with the feeling of bread.
But Professor, what was that all about?
I'm not entirely sure, but I do seem struck by a sudden sense of impending doom. Might be the light. Oh.
Oh, my God.
Sorry to have kept you waiting.
Oh, my Lord.
There you go. Have at it. But be warned, I won't take kindly to any leftovers.
Uh-oh.
Whoa! This loaf! Wait! Where did those two go? Miss Maya? Mr. Wright?
Luke, it would appear that we have been left to tackle this particular task alone.
Oh, blimey.
Go on then.
Digging.
I'm stuffed.
Well, I have to say, Luke, I'm quite amazed that you managed to eat the entire thing by yourself.
Well, I am a growing boy.
I mean,
The thing is,
no
if you
kidding.
put a loaf of freshly baked bread in front of me of that size, I'm gonna eat the whole thing.
Yeah, if
I'm gonna
it's-
hate myself.
but
it's gonna go.
Yeah.
If it's freshly baked, I mean, honestly, yeah, I think I probably would try, because freshly baked bread is
Freshly
good.
baked bread and just the butter's melting.
As long as it's not like your trip over here, Pete, where you take a bite and it's like, oh, I can't eat anymore. That's it. I'm done.
Pete is going to seriously hurt you next week. We might not be recording next week. Pete will have strangled Taylor.
As I said in the last episode, Pete wants to throttle me.
I believe this must be the most bread I have ever eaten in my life.
Oh no.
I'm just gonna leave.
No, you can't leave.
I won't let you.
I'm just gonna leave, and it can just be you two, and that's it.
No.
Now I'm sad.
Wait a sec. I've just realised. We finished eating, but Espella isn't back yet.
She went to the market, didn't she? Perhaps we ought to go and... Wait, what the heck was that?
Oh my! Customers at this late hour? I'm sorry, but we're closed.
Uh-oh.
That's him! That man over there!
So he's the one, is he?
Just a minute! What do you think you're doing barging into here like this?
Stand aside, madam. This is a matter of urgency.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to cut down that witch where he stands. You there, porcupine head! You're coming with us!
Huh? But porcupine head? You don't mean me, do you?
Who else in this room fits that description?
Well, I suppose it's not me. Certainly. You would appear to be alone on that
All right,
particular
Layton,
front.
just throw him under the
Thanks,
bus.
Layton.
Although I'll be very careful not to take off my hat.
I wish I had a top hat too right about now.
Enough of your idle chit-chat. Time to get going.
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, it should be quite obvious. You're coming to the court, of course. This is a Phoenix Wright game after all. We've got to remind you of that. The court!
But I'm a lowly baker! What's this accent? But I'm a lowly baker. What can I do?
What? Mr. Wright, what did you do?
Yeah, Nick, what did you do?
I didn't do anything! The only thing you can accuse me of is making bread that's too good to eat!
Ahem! This man is not the only one who's on trial. Is not the one who's on trial.
In that case, why is Mr. Wright being made to go to court?
That's simple, because the girl has requested him, of course.
Girl? What girl?
Naturally, the girl facing trial for this evening's crime. That heinous witch, Miss Espella Cantabella, no less.
What?
Ah, crap. Oh no.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh. Is this gonna be a court scene?
No, it's just it's the court part of the game, the Phoenix Wright part of the game, and oh wow, we did miss some.
Oh.
Holy crap!
What?
Where were they, though?
Oh well. Yes, we want to save.
We were so confident.
Explored like everything. I thought maybe there was some nighttime bits. Although one of them was like number 2, so it must have been really early on.
Yeah.
We don't want no fuss, and we don't want to hurt you, all right?
Yeah, we just want your money. That's all.
And you'll give it to us, won't you? Without any fuss.
Come on now. Let's see what you've got.
Ignis!
What the heck?
Wait a minute.
That's some witchy business.
Whoa.
I thought she's
So, wait a minute, her name's Espella, and the witch what set fire to everything was named Bazella, and then she just oh, well, and the chapter's called The Fire Witch. Well, you know.
I mean, it does imply, doesn't it? Something tells me she might be a witch, guys.
That looks friendly.
Oh!
my nieces.
What is this place?
Is this the antechamber?
I guess
Oh, it is.
so.
There-
Oh,
there-
Lord.
I like the guards there. Oh my god.
Yeah.
The room is lit, but it's still somehow dark. And the atmosphere feels heavy.
There's that word again.
Oh,
Me and Sarah in perfect sync.
is there something wrong with the Earth's gravitational pull in the future? Nick, what are we doing in a place like this?
Wait, what the joke were you guys making?
Back to
Back
the future. Heavy.
Oh.
There's that word again.
How should I know? We're just a couple of bakers. But I don't think they brought us here to make bread.
You think?
Yikes. Is it me or is that guard staring daggers at us right now?
Mr. Wright, Maya. Oh.
Mr. Wright, Maya, Espella, what exactly is going on?
Okay, well, I may have burned a man to death.
I'm sorry. I was the one who sent for you both.
You sent for us?
I'm being put on trial.
Wait, what? What happened?
I don't know. I just don't understand what's going on. I didn't do anything wrong.
Wait a minute.
I couldn't possibly murder anyone.
Maybe the opening, maybe that little the cutscene is a red herring, and it's sort of not actually what happened.
Yeah.
Maybe. Although her literally going ignaze, which sounds an awful lot like ignite.
Yeah,
or
but
something.
was it her, though, that said it? That's
True.
the thing.
Sounded a lot like her, though.
Murder?
Murder.
I beg you, Mr. Wright, please, I need your help. Just one more time.
Huh? You need my help? What could I possibly do? Espella, I'm just a baker. The only thing I know about law is how not to get on the wrong side of it.
Oh, are you taking the mick out of the slow text again, Taylor?
Yes.
I mean, it's funny, except for the fact that there is literally nothing I can do about it. Come on.
The only thing I know about law is how not to get on the wrong side of it. Until this particular moment.
Wait, hold on a sec. Espella, what did you just say? You said you needed Nick's help just one more time?
One more time. One more time.
I'm not quite sure myself, but when the knights came and took me, a vision suddenly appeared in my mind. It was Mr. Wright.
Oh, you're crazy as well.
He was fighting for me, defending me. That brave blue figure, the blue badger, was clear as day. It was clear as day.
Point. I was fighting for you? No way. No way! No way! That's impossible. I mean, it's like I already said. I'm just a baker. I have a hard enough time rolling dough, let alone defending someone in court.
I thought the same thing too at first, but I don't think that's quite true. You and Maya, at some time, somewhere, you helped me. You fought for me as a defender.
A defender?
What's wrong, Nick?
I wish I knew, Maya. But hearing Espella mention a defender makes me sound pretty cool.
Oh.
I can't help but feel something inside of me just burning at the mention of
You
it.
could say it's ignazed. It's
Like a phoenix rising from the ashes.
That's it, yeah. It's kindled a flame inside. The fire witch.
Accused! Defender! It is time. Head forth, you two.
Head forth? Where are we going exactly?
To the courtroom in which today's trial will be taking place. The Chamber of Fire!
Chamber?
Of fire?
Did I stutter or what? Make haste! If you are but a moment late, a guilty verdict will be delivered immediately.
Oh, damn. It's even... What? There's no way!
No, Sarah's.
No way!
No. Mr. Wright, I'm truly sorry, Mr. Wright. I know this is all so sudden.
Did you lot not hear me or what? I said make haste!
It's a lost cause, isn't it?
Cause.
It's okay, Sarah.
It's okay. Well then, let's head inside, Espella.
Huh?
This overwhelming pressure. It feels so familiar somehow. Almost like deja vu.
Mr. Wright. Let's go. Oh,
Let's go, Maya.
sorry.
That's my line.
I was just psyching myself up, okay? Let's go, Maya.
Like slaps her face.
Let's go, Maya. Maybe we'll get a better idea once the trial gets underway.
All right. Let's do it, Nick.
Do it to it. No, that's what she said.
Oh.
What is this heat? It's like an oven in here.
I will now pronounce the verdict. This court finds the accused guilty of being a witch.
No! I'm not a witch! Please, I beg you to reconsider! I'm not!
Witches to be cast straight into the hellfire.
What? So this is the witch's court.
What?
Jesus Christ!
Jesus!
Yes, nice wholesome little puzzle-solving game. Woman being burned alive. Excellent. That was not on my bingo card.
Maya, I think that's a bit of a dumb question right now. How are you feeling, Nick?
Like I just watched a woman perish in one of the worst ways imaginable, Maya. What the hell do you think?
Just stay calm, okay?
I'd forgotten what there's not enough reaction to the the whole murder that just happened in front of them.
No.
Not a whole lot of it. I'd forgotten what this felt like up until now.
Huh?
The butterflies in my stomach, and tension so thick you could slice it with a knife. All of these feelings. These are all feelings that I'm definitely familiar with. Anyway, we're here to fight for Espella and get her out of this place.
Wow, and she's up there in the cage already.
Eesh.
No pressure.
That's right! Oh no.
Come on, Sarah. You were told.
No,
Like,
I can't do this.
our public demands that
I
Sarah,
can't
that
do
Sarah is the
this.
future judges.
He looks so like sinister. I can't give him a sinister voice.
Well,
Yes, you can,
you
Sarah.
can just give him the voice that you already gave him in the cutscene just now that we're not going to be recording after this video.
The court is now in session for the trial of Espella Cantabella.
There you go. See, everyone already knew that that was what the voice was going to be because they've already heard it.
Defender,
Yes, Your Honor?
yours is a face I have not seen in any past trials. But no matter. Start by stating your name, Defender.
Yes, Your Honor. My name. My name is Phoenix Wright, Ace Baker.
Baker?
I asked him to come, my lord. I want him to represent me.
I'm sorry, what? Did I just miss a Rudy?
He's asked him to.
Oh,
Yeah, he's doing that.
Taylor.
For God's sake, we almost managed a full episode.
boy.
We almost managed.
I'm slipping, I missed that one.
This court dictates that if the accused is free to... This court dictates the accused is free to assign a defender of their choosing, my lord.
Very well. At any rate, the result of this trial shall not change. That aside, I have not yet seen hide nor hair of the Inquisitor assigned to this trial.
Inquisitor. Oh, right. I should have noticed earlier.
Oh, yeah.
No one's there.
Should the assigned Inquisitor fail to appear in court, I will have no choice but to dismiss all charges. He is an Inquisitor of high caliber, but if he does not come forward soon, this trial will end, and victory will then be declared in favor of this Baker.
Hold it!
Knights of the court, I have but one question for you both. Are you prepared to cross swords?
I, Inquisitor Zacharias Barnum, am indeed prepared to do battle, my lord.
Something amiss, Baker?
Sorry, Your Honor. I just didn't realize we could have swords here in the courtroom. First time, then.
It is the way of the court knight. A knight must always ensure that he rides with a blade at his side. Now then, state your name, Sir Blue Knight.
Huh?
Uh,
My name is Phoenix Wright. I'm a baker. How many times will they make me say it?
A baker.
Yes, a baker, not a butcher or a candlestick maker.
Nick, quit with the long face. You look miserable.
No need to waste your breath. This trial will be over before you can utter a single objection.
Objection!
Damn it. Got me there. But you won't get me next time. For the security of all Labyrinthia, my blade shall rend your defenses swiftly and without mercy.
You know what you're gonna have to do?
Get sheep Barnum, put another one out of their misery!
What will we have to do, Taylor?
You're gonna have to say, allow me to cut through those words!
Oh, no.
Well, I would if it was Danganronpa, but it isn't Danganronpa, so it's fine.
I'm gonna sheathe my sword to
This
unsheath
trial
it.
is pointless. Hand down the verdict already. Put that doughy defender on trial too, I say.
Oh, cry. Oh, near Maya's face.
Oh my God, the
Maya's
Maya.
face.
I love the Maya. Barnum.
Barnum, Barnum, Barnum.
Oh boy. What's with all this excitement? I hardly think this was a courtroom. The crowd doesn't seem very interested in law, that's for sure. It's like they're all just hoping for a guilty verdict.
God, it's like the Roman Colosseum all over again.
Inquisitor Barnum, you may begin your opening statement.
As you wish, my lord. I've changed the voice. As you wish, my lord. That's American again. As you wish, my lord. My lord. As you wish, my lord.
Inquisitor Barnum, are you quite all right?
Apologies.
I just haven't found my voice yet.
Apologies. First, let us begin
Don't worry, Pete. You can just use the same voice that they'll have already seen in the cutscene before.
It's fine.
right?
Well, he barely says
He
anything.
didn't say anything.
He just revealed himself.
My goodness.
Not in that way.
Oh dear.
First, let us begin by recounting the events leading up to the murder. Is that acceptable, Sir Apprentice Baker?
Is it acceptable?
I don't know, is it?
I don't know. We're going to find out next time.
What? But it's only just started.
I know, but unfortunately, that's just what happens. We run out of time.
Thank you very much for tuning in and watching. If you do like what we do, please consider giving us a little like, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell, and you'll be notified of our video uploads every Wednesday and Saturday.
Hell yeah.
And until next time, we'll see you again.
Catch you in the next one, everybody.
And remember, don't drop. If you drop somebody in fire, that just makes you the bad guy. That automatically makes you the bad guy.